So what is the best business plan for a consultant? So before we actually dive into the specifics of that, what I want you to do is just to take a moment and to stop and think about where is it that you want to go? Do you know what I mean? Because a business plan suggests that there's a plan to take you somewhere. So rather than just trying to sit down and write a plan, you need to first get very clear on where it is that you want to go. What does the ideal life look like for you? What does the ideal day look like for you? What do you want to be spending your waking hours doing every day? What are you passionate about? And what gets you fired up to the point that you would do this regardless of whether or not you were getting paid? And once you've got that, you want to think about, okay, I know where I want to go, right? I want to have an office, I want to have a team, or I want to buy a house, or I want to be able to help my parents, or I want to pay off my sister's mortgage, whatever it might be. You want to think about ultimately where it is that you're trying to go. And then you want to start to look at that and think about what is it going to take to get you there? What are you going to need to earn, right? How much is the dollar amount that you would need to earn in order to fund that lifestyle or in order to support you? Then what you want to do is you want to work backwards from there. Like, I'm a big advocate of really thinking of the end and then working backwards and reverse engineering what it would take in order to get you there, right? Rather than trying to piece the pieces of the puzzle together now and you don't even know where you want to go, right? Because that path leads you nowhere. So once you've got a clear goal of where you want to go, then you want to start to really think about, okay, what am I going to need to earn in order to support that? You know, okay, how much do employees cost? What is the cost of renting an office, insurance, you know, paying, you know, payroll taxes and all of this kind of stuff, and really think about what that looks like maybe on 2 employees or 5 employees, and you know, think about what the costs are that are associated with that, and then think about, okay, after I've paid all that, you know, then how much money do I want to make, right? What is that kind of net profit that I want to be making to fund all that other stuff that I want to be doing and the kind of lifestyle that I want to be doing? Then once you've got that, then what you want to really start thinking about is, okay, if I want to make that much money, how do I do that? How much is a typical client worth to me? It might be $2,000 retainer. It might be a $5,000 retainer. You might be charging on an hourly model, which I suggest against, but you might be. And you might be charging $50 an hour. So once you kind of figured out how much kind of a client is worth to you, then you can think about, okay, how many clients do I need to get in order to hit that revenue goal to provide me with enough net profit to support that lifestyle that I'm aiming for and that I'm shooting for, right? And then once you know that, you can go, okay, it's gonna take me 20 clients in order to do that. I'm gonna need 20 clients per month, or it might be 10 clients a month. Then you go, okay, cool. I need 10 clients a month in order to get me there. What do I need to do in order to get 10 clients, right? How much money do I need to spend on marketing to acquire a client? And in the beginning, you're gonna be estimating a lot of these numbers, right? You might say it's gonna cost you $1,000 to acquire a client, or $2,000 or $200, right? These are all gonna be estimations at first until you really kind of put this theory to test out in the marketplace and put some money in harm's way to figure out if this hypothesis that you've created is in fact a reality. Then once you've done that, then you're gonna kind of know, okay, cool. In order to get 10 clients, I'm gonna need to spend $5,000 on marketing. All right, now in order to basically get those 10 clients, I'm gonna spend the $5,000 on marketing. How many leads do I need to generate in order to get a client? And then that will determine how much you can spend in order to acquire a lead. You might say, if I get 10 leads, I get 2 clients, right? And then you can work backwards and go, okay, cool, well, I need 10 leads to get 2 clients. That means that I could be able to afford $100 a lead or $200 a lead or whatever those numbers might be with you. Then you want to step it back a step further. Okay, in order to get 10 leads, how much traffic do I need to get to my website or my landing page? And then you want to start looking, okay, my landing page converts at 5% or 10% or 1%. That means that I would need to get 100 visitors to my website in order to get that amount of leads to get to that end goal. And what you want to do is basically just keep stepping it back, and breaking it down to the ridiculous, where you know exactly how much traffic that you need to get to generate how many leads that you need to get in order to land how many clients that you need to get that will ultimately result in you reaching that ultimate goal of where you want to go. So that's kind of the way that I look at it, and that's the way that I approach it, and that's the way that I suggest that you approach it, because the typical kind of business plan of 3 to 5 years is redundant. It no longer exists. Like, we're living in a day and age where technology is changing at such a rapid pace that if you write a 3-year business plan, all of that shit is redundant in 3 years' time. Do you know what I mean? Who knows where the world is going, what platforms, what advertising platforms, where the attention as a commodity will be in 3 years' time. You know what I mean? It's just all estimations. So instead of doing that, you want to think about, what is that goal? What is that higher mission that you're looking to serve, and what do you need to do in order to reach that, and break it down in a unit economics approach where you know the economics of each different function of what it's going to take in order to support a business of that size to make you reach your end goal. And that's the way that I really attack, what is kind of the best business plan for a consultant, is just knowing those numbers cold and refining them and studying them and reverse engineering that plan of where you want to go.
The Foundr mission is to help you create an ass-kicking business and help you learn straight from the mouths of world-class founders. Get your free printed edition of Foundr magazine featuring Sir Richard Branson. Just cover shipping and handling at foundr.com/Branson.